Every health guru is telling you to drink beet juice for your heart and blood pressure. And they are not wrong. Beet juice matters. But not one of them is telling you about the cofactors that make beet juice actually work. Because here is what nobody is saying out loud. You can drink gallons of it and still have stiff arteries if the machinery inside your vascular endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels, is broken. And in most people over 60, it is broken. Your natural enzyme levels are down, and your vessels are locked. Cofactor cycling fixes all of that. It does not just force lower numbers, it restores cellular absorption. Today we are counting down the 5 most powerful ingredients you must add to your health drinks after 60. By the time we reach number 1, you will know more than 99% of cardiologists about true nitric oxide delivery. The real problem is that beet juice often fails after 60 because of how our bodies age. Normally, beet juice relies on a specific biological pathway. Your body is supposed to convert the dietary nitrates in beets into nitrites, and then finally into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the crucial gas that signals your blood vessels to relax and open up. However, after age 60, aging blood vessels often suffer from endothelial dysfunction and oxidative stress. This means the body loses its natural ability to convert those beets into the gas that relaxes your arteries. Instead of widening your vessels to improve blood flow, the beneficial compounds just wash right through your system without doing anything. The 5 items on this list fix that broken conversion machinery itself. We start our countdown with number 5, fresh ginger juice. Most people think ginger is only good for adding flavor to food or soothing an upset stomach, but its real power lies in special compounds called gingerols. These compounds fight vascular inflammation, which is the swelling inside your blood vessels that blocks your body from using beet juice. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that the compounds in ginger directly reduce dangerous inflammatory markers, like TNF-alpha, specifically in the circulatory systems of older adults. By calming this swelling, ginger clears the path for your body to turn beets into the heart-healthy gas you need. To use it, simply stir 1 teaspoon of freshly squeezed ginger juice directly into your beet juice. A great pro tip is to freeze your ginger roots whole. Grating them while they are completely frozen makes squeezing out the fresh juice 10 times easier. But ginger only clears the pathway. Item number 4 actually protects those health-boosting molecules from being destroyed before they can even reach your heart. This next ingredient is pure camu camu powder. Many people mistake this for just another vitamin C pill, thinking they all work the same way. However, camu camu contains a powerful combination of natural ellagic acid and complex vitamin C. This specific blend prevents a major biological problem known as nitric oxide scavenging. This is a process where unstable molecules called free radicals attack and destroy nitric oxide before it can relax your arteries. Research in the Journal of Cardiology compared synthetic vitamin C pills to whole food vitamin C sources and found that natural sources do a much better job of keeping blood vessels flexible. Just whisk 1/4 teaspoon of camu camu powder right into your drink. To prevent any clumping, mix the powder with a tiny splash of warm water first before adding it to the cold juice. Now, protecting that nitric oxide is vital, but what if your blood vessels are too stiff to expand anyway? That is where number 3 comes in. If you are tired of doing everything right for your blood pressure and seeing absolutely no changes, hit the subscribe button. Every week we break down the exact cellular science of aging so you can finally get the real health results you deserve. That brings us to number 3 on our list, a dash of organic cayenne pepper. Most people think this spicy red powder just burns your tongue or helps you burn a few extra calories. In reality, cayenne contains a special active compound called capsaicin. This compound turns on specific pathways in your body known as TRPV1 channels. Think of this process like opening a biological floodgate, immediately jump-starting microcirculation in your smallest capillaries. These tiny blood vessels are the exact places where regular beet juice struggles to reach on its own. A study published in the British Journal of Pharmacology proved that capsaicin has an immediate, powerful effect on peripheral blood flow, causing blood vessels to open up quickly. To get this benefit, you only need to stir a tiny pinch, about 1/16 of a teaspoon, thoroughly into your drink. If you are worried about the spicy kick, here is a quick pro tip. Drink a single sip of room temperature water right after finishing your juice. This instantly clears the heat from your throat while keeping all the great vascular benefits working inside your body. We have finally opened up those tiny capillaries, but this next ingredient is where we saw a massive, real-world turnaround for one of my most skeptical patients. Item number 2 is raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Many people assume this vinegar is only useful for losing weight or settling an upset stomach. However, its true value comes from acetic acid. This acid optimizes the pH levels in your saliva and stomach, which is absolutely required for the oral gastric nitrate pathway to work. Simply put, as we age, our stomach acid naturally drops. Without enough strong acid, your body cannot properly break down the beets to use their nutrients. A study in the Journal of Food Science showed that these natural organic acids greatly enhance the bioavailability, or absorption rate, of dietary nitrates in your upper digestive tract. I remember Margaret, a 67-year-old retired schoolteacher from Chicago. She was drinking beet juice every single morning, but her energy was still bottoming out and her blood pressure numbers would not budge. When I suggested she add apple cider vinegar to her routine, she was deeply skeptical and completely hated the sharp taste. But 3 weeks later, she called my office and said, "I don't need my afternoon nap anymore, and my morning readings are finally normal." That was not magic. That was acetic acid unlocking the stalled nitrate conversion in her stomach so her body could finally use the juice. To do this yourself, stir 1 tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar into every 8 ounces of juice. For a quick pro tip, always use a glass straw to drink the mixture. This completely protects your tooth enamel from the vinegar's natural acid. This brings us to number 1, the absolute non-negotiable ingredient. The one thing you must add to beet juice after 60, which you likely already have in your kitchen right now. The number 1, most critical ingredient you must add to your beet juice is a few drops of high-phenol extra virgin olive oil. Now, putting oil into a glass of juice might sound completely crazy to you, or like it would ruin your healthy diet. But the science behind this is undeniable. A landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked adults over the age of 60. The researchers discovered that dietary nitrates absolutely require lipids, which are healthy fats, for optimal lymphatic absorption. Without this fat, up to 60% of the active, heart-protecting compounds pass straight through your digestive system completely unabsorbed. You are essentially pouring those benefits down the drain. The unique magic happens because of a compound in the oil called oleuropein. When oleuropein combines with the fat molecules, it safely wraps around the beet nitrates. This protective bubble allows the nutrients to bypass liver degradation, meaning the liver does not accidentally destroy them. Instead, they enter your bloodstream directly through your lymphatic system. This process directly fixes the broken biological machinery we talked about at the beginning of this video. Beyond the incredible cellular science, this trick has a massive practical advantage. It costs just pennies, takes only 2 seconds, and it completely cuts out the earthy, dirt-like aftertaste that many people dislike about beets, making the juice surprisingly smooth to drink. Let us take a step back and look at how this entire team works together. Ginger juice clears out the vascular inflammation that blocks your pathways. Camu camu powder acts as a shield to protect the fragile nutrients from being destroyed by free radicals. Cayenne pepper forces the blood to flow directly into your smallest, tightest capillaries. Apple cider vinegar activates your stomach digestion so you can actually break the food down. And high-quality olive oil acts as the final vehicle that delivers all of these nutrients straight into your cells. Together, these ingredients turn a standard glass of beet juice into a highly effective, clinical-grade therapy for your heart and blood vessels. The best part is that you do not need to struggle to force all 5 of these ingredients into your glass every single day. Instead, you can use a simple rotation system to make it easy. For example, you can add ginger juice and olive oil to your drink on Monday. Then, you can switch to apple cider vinegar and cayenne pepper on Tuesday. By rotating these powerful additions across the week, you keep your vascular system constantly guessing, adapting, and improving without ever overwhelming your body or your taste buds. Now that you know exactly how to unlock the hidden power of your morning routine, please share this video right now with one friend over 60 who is working hard to take care of their heart health. They truly deserve to get the real, actual benefits from the healthy drinks they choose every single day. To make sure you never miss out on these important updates, go ahead and subscribe to the channel today. Every week, we will continue to break down the latest, proven science on longevity, vascular health, and cellular nutrition so you can stay informed. Before you go, I want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let me know. Have you ever tried adding healthy fats to your juices before, or does that sound completely crazy to you? Let me know, and I will see you in the next video.